Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Oh, great start, massive FPS issues. Can't have a normal episode when playing high graphics games unless I'm having FPS issues. Oh. There we go. Anyway, welcome back. So, currently we are back on Nerude, which is the name of the planet. Now, Nerude is already done on the campaign part, but I have been informed of a special little mode or like thing, basically called adventure mode, which allows you to redo the same map and fight different bosses. Now, I'm not going to bore you guys with the basics and the whole running around the map thing, so what we're going to do is we're going to go over to our first dungeon and fight some rather interesting, hopefully different bosses. So I'll see you guys when we get there. Alright, so before we head over to a boss fight, this is what Nerude looks like. It has these robots all around the place along with some other things. But one of the things that I should mention, which is a good thing to do, is when you get this helmet, you should do some of the dungeons that you have done previously again, as it allows you to open doors that were previously locked. Now, I'll show you guys in the future which doors it opens once I actually know myself, along with where to find the helmet. But for now, we're going to head off to our first dungeon, which I believe is that way. We're also going to grab this item right there. Alright, so we're in our first dungeon. It's the Dormant Facility. Now, at the entrance, I saw this little hole here. I haven't explored it yet, but thought I would show it on camera just in case it does anything interesting. There is an item here. Does it tell us how to get there? There's something there. Okay, so it's over there. So an interesting thing about this game that rarely hooks me and which encourages me to, tell you guys not to look things up, is that just by exploring dungeons, you come across these intricate puzzles that you have to complete to get items. Now, you could just look up the answers. This looks like it uses my mask, I believe. No, it doesn't. Okay, cool. So, that means that we have to now go through the dungeon in order to find out how to open up that. Yeah, I'll probably skip most of the exploration part, not to spoil the dungeon for you guys. And I'll let you know if I find anything interesting. Alright, so, a little interesting thing to let those who are coming in here unknowing, like me, you have a time limit to kill the enemies inside of this dungeon. And it is a small 6-minute time limit. Time stamp, basically. So, that means I have 6 minutes to kill a bunch of these pests. Can I aim? Let's find out. Okay. Oh, there was one behind me too. Okay, so we'll just use our special ability. Okay, so a thing about my current build is that I utilize a bunch of accessories, which I'll show at the end of the video. That basically focus on generating shield in order to generate life regen, which allows for a more easy time in surviving, especially against boss fights. So we can see that there's a purple item in this room here, right over here. What is that? The Stone of Expanse. Very interesting, very interesting. I thought since this is such a small limited time event, I'll just showcase it all as we just go around killing things. That way you guys can also see that I am no expert of this game with how many times I will most likely miss. I also just recently found out how to actively use my mods Uh-oh. Right, hold on. So that melee weapon is quite cool, but at the same time, it's not as effective as I was hoping. Okay, so that is that boss fought and dealt with, but the issue that I now have is, we're running low on time.
Warning, 3 minutes until quarantine protocol initiation.
So we have a lot of room we still need to clear, I believe. I'm not actually 100% certain. But at the same time, it does look like we are coming to the end. This is also just me hoping that we are, as we are coming to the end of our time. I need to make sure to dodge attacks more. I believe that sound just indicates that another horde is coming, which is really annoying. Hold on. Oh, hey, it's another one of those. Okay, we're gonna go out here then. And just do this. There we go. See, unlike before, we are really running low on time here. So I need to sadly hurry it up. Whoa. Okay. I believe by quest complete that tells us that it is done. Now, I am unsure on what this does. Maybe this opens the door at the beginning. I'm not actually 100% certain. Excuse my crouching there. But I'm just gonna do a quick sweep of the entire dungeon and just quickly ensure that I have all possible items that you can find here. And then we'll be back at the main door. Alright, so I'm going to give a hint to people now. In this area of the dungeon where there's this giant place, if you look up, you will see that. There is a way in this zone to get up here. I'm not going to give you the answer to it. That will ruin the experience of finding all of the answers yourself. But up here, what grabbed my attention was a quest item, a biome control glyph, and a audiobook.
There's something down there in the pipes. I hear it like a rhythmic banging, clang, 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 like a hammer and thick metal. I tried it once, tried to find it. I got close and the banging just stopped. That wasn't there before, and blood.
And blood.
You remember Red?
So
Went missing when we got to Ellipsis Torah. No one ever found him. He heard it too, though. He wouldn't tell anyone. Curious he was. Always too curious.
Oh. There's a checkpoint up here too. Alright, well, back to the main door. Alright. Here we are, back at the main door. And it looks like the biome control glyph is what opens this room. What's this? I believe that's another memory core 2 and toxic release valve. Alright, so let's first have a look at the release valve. Swapping firearms releases a toxic cloud. That's not bad. Which deals a 93.5 acid damage to all enemies within 7 meters and applies corrosion, dealing 280 acid damage over 7 seconds. Can only happen once every 3 seconds. So, that's not bad. And then the rings that we got from here, I believe we got this from the outside. So, I'm just going to hover over it so you guys can read both of them. But yeah, then I believe that is this dungeon completed. So we've gotten everything that we can get from here. Not a bad dungeon, pretty cool. But I'm probably going to be ending the episode off here. We're doing shorter episodes just as a way to make them more entertaining, keeping only the entertaining things in, and leaving out the more boring things for the end. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me know if there are still audio problems. I'm doing a kind of where when I listen to it, I'm not even sure if it is good or bad. It might be a bit soft today, might be a bit loud, I'm not too sure. But let me know. And on that note, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.